Here's some bartenders, guys. So, John Hamm, fucking awesome dude, bartender. Ellen DeGeneres.
John Hamm was?
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah, John Hamm. Ellen DeGeneres, bartender.
Wow.
John Stewart, fucking bartender.
They're fairly successful.
Yeah, in Jersey.
Shout out to John Stewart.
John
too.
Stewart. Oh yeah, go ahead, do it.
No, I
Say
mean
it. That's another in the news. Perfect.
Yeah, I don't want to get too heavy into it, man. But
No,
you know,
perfect.
for since our the attacks that we had here on 9/11, you know, the 9/11 fund. You know, it's been kind of played around like a football. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
With our Congress about these first responders that put their lives on the line. You know what I'm saying? And I don't care what side of the aisle that you sit on. You know what I mean? Like when you have people that have supported this country and then give themselves selflessly. You know what I mean? And then they end up with, you know, illnesses and diseases from that. From saving people's lives,
Right.
from doing their job,
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, shout out to John Stewart for putting up the fight, man.
Yeah.
Dude, so much respect for him.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And also not excluding anyone else that's given their time
Right.
to put that into light. But I know as of recently, John Stewart has kind of become like the poster child for helping for making this a very public.
Oh yeah, he came out
conversation.
strong. He came out very strong. And the great thing about him, what's so great about him, is just he's highly intelligent and he can speak very well. And so, and then the way he was able to get in front of Congress and basically put them in their place and say, hey, look, when we were down on our knees as a country, these people showed up and they showed up fast and they didn't ask one question. They just went right in.
Yeah.
And then a lot of them lost their lives for it. And like you said, a lot of them are sick for it. He said they did their job. He said, now it's time for you to do your job and stop punting this thing around. And then on that day that he was talking to them, there was like 15 people that just didn't show up that day, congressmen. You know what I mean? So bringing that point up, it was just, I think about 4 or 5 days ago that it was signed into law. It is locked in, and they are funded until 2092. So it is,
Which is essentially
That's awesome.
throughout the life of anybody that'd be affected.
100%. Yes. Yep.
So shout out to the bartenders out there making the motherfucking change out
exactly.
there in the motherfucking
Right.
world.
Hell yeah.
So smack down on all those haters are going to use bartending as a job as like to weaponize it that way. Oh, even the Pope. He wasn't a bartender, but he was a doorman. Our Pope right now was a doorman at a bar in his youth. Yeah. But he worked at a bar. But
So our Pope can beat some ass if he
and
has
I think it was in
I
Argentina.
love it.
Yeah, so I think it was in Argentina.
What?
He was a doorman. Yeah, before he joined the church, he worked for a bar. He was a doorman.
Could you argue
You
Jesus was a bartender?
He
He turned that water into wine.
And he served it with a smile.
Hey, I mean, you can't. In a way.
I mean,
Hey, y'all thirsty?
yeah. He served him up at least
Wow, never saw that angle. Austin, thank you. Oh, that's
Man.
great.
I'm going to try to wrap it up after that.
Yeah, that's good. I think we did it. Yeah, that was it.
That was great.
Guys, once again, guys, thanks for checking in to Pass Jesus is a Bartender. Oh, man. Guys, once again, thanks for checking in to Passing the Bar podcast.
So fuck the Jesus is my co-pilot. Now it's Jesus is my bartender stickers. And we're going to patent that shit right now.
Or Jesus is my homeboy.
Oh, no, man.
Jesus is my bartender.
Jesus is my bartender.
Oh my God, Austin.
man.
Thank you.
Think twice before you insult now.
Yeah. We're going to have to make t-shirts.
What
out
would
of that.
Jesus drink? WWJT.
What would Jesus pour, man?
What would Jesus
Jesus is my bartender.
What would
that's
Jesus
great.
pour?
That's great.
Probably wine.
Wine. It would be
WJP.
wine. It'd be wine.
Yeah.
Is it a cab? Is it a nice piece?
It would be water.
It's a
It would
Merlot.
be water.
It's
and
a
it'd be
Merlot.
It's a Merlot.
Wine.
Oh my God.
great.
That was good. That was a well needed laugh. You know what? I just kind of want to bring this up too. You ever? I was thinking about doing a skit about this. You ever, as working in the restaurant, salads and salad dressing. So this happened to me once. I had a woman. She's at her table, walk up to her, and get her, getting apps and salads the whole night. You know what? I think I'd like to do a salad. And I'm like, all right, ma'am, no problem. What type of salad do you want? She's like, oh, goes through the different types of salads that she wants, not looking at the menu. I'm like, these are the salads that we have.
Designo salad.
Like ma'am, I've got a Caesar, I've got a house, I've got a fucking steak, I've got a taco. Like, this is what I got. She's like, oh, okay. Well, then essentially crafts her own salad from said salad options, right? Well, so I see that you have cucumbers, and I'm like, yeah, we can do that. I'm like, my fucking kitchen is going to hate this.
Oh yeah.
But I'm gonna do it because that's why I'm
You're
here.
an accommodating person,
Right? No problem.
Exactly.
And also, I don't have to make it. I just have to type it in, and then you just go hit the button and then duck. Like, fuck, they don't see me. You know what I'm saying?
Follow up with a memo of, I'm sorry.
Yeah, fucking sorry. server
Somebody
memo.
else's number.
Yeah.
Hey, what's your number again?
From Jake.
Yeah.
But anyway, so we get to the end of this fucking salad order, and it's like, so I'm like, okay, cool. So like, ranch. She's like, well, what type of dressings do you have? And at the time, I was working at Chili's.
Okay.
So there were, I don't know if you guys
Yeah,
ever
like
been
12?
to fucking Chili's.
There's a lot.
But there's a lot
Yeah.
of fucking
Oh, wow.
dressings. And I'm just going to go through it so you just get the gist
Yep.
of what it, okay, so we've got ranch, blue cheese, light ranch, avocado ranch, chipotle this, barbecue, honey mustard, they come up with the new sauces like every month,
It's like
right?
15 balsamic fucking
right.
vinaigrettes.
There's
Yeah.
like a lemon, basil, whatever. So I go through like 15 different dressings. And I'm like, okay. Any of those sound good?
That avocado ranch, though.
This bitch is like, I'll just take ranch.
After all that.
She knew she wanted ranch.
She always knows she wants ranch.
Everyone wants ranch.
She always asks that.
You know what I'm saying? You get the people that ever fucking like, there's like, they know what they want, and you know what they want is ranch because of the people that you've dealt with dealing with the salads and these, you know what I mean? Like, it's always the same thing. You're like, please don't say ranch. Please don't say. It's like the same guy that walks up to the bar is like, hey man, what type of beers you got?
Yeah.
You're like, you really want me to go through the whole thing? It used to happen at Yard House.
Yeah, I would do it.
You know what
I started doing it. I'd go, we have Corona, Heineken, Bud Light, Coors
Just got
Light,
through all of them.
Green Flash, West Coast IPA. We have Rogue Dead Guy. And then, like, after, like, 10 or 12, they're like, oh, I get it. I'm sorry. No, I was like, no, I could do it. Sure, I'll do it.
This is the tip of the iceberg.
I'll do 125 right now. I'll bang them out. Let's do it.
I'll bang
He's like,
them
no,
out.
I get it, man. I'm like, no, it's cool. I can do it. I'm here for you, man. But it was great. And then, what was always fun about that was, like, the friends around were like, fucking idiot. You know what I mean? Like,
I'll just take a Bud Light.
Yeah.
Like, you fucking douchebag.
But it was fun. So that was a way for me, because I used to get so annoyed about that question.
You come up with
And
the
it
games.
so it was like a way for me to have fun with it. And then instead of like getting frustrated, because that's what my old reaction would be. I just would do that, and then they would get it, and then I would be like, haha, I get to do my jokes on you. You know what I mean? And then it was like, everybody's having a good time. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys, that's all I got.
I'm gonna do one last thing. We had a couple people on Facebook talking to us, which is really cool.
Ayo.
So I just want to say hi to Virginia Hitchcock. She's from South Carolina, Myrtle Beach. Yeah, Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. She's a big fan of the podcast. Turns out we have mutual friends in Myrtle Beach, which is pretty
sick.
cool. So shout out to Brian Lockadoo out there too, a mutual friend of ours.
Hell yeah.
She said that anytime we're in Virginia to stop by and have a drink, that'd be pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah. So and then thanks to her. And then
Virginia or South Carolina?
South Carolina.
Okay, cool.
Myrtle Beach, South Carolina.
I
Yes.
was like, Virginia.
Her name is Virginia.
Well, and flip
yeah.
that.
Wait,
if she's
She's
already
already
in
Virginia, but her name is Virginia. Virginia Hitchcock. Yes.
It's so bad.
Yeah.
Anytime you're in Virginia.
Did I say Virginia?
You did,
Oh,
but it's okay.
shit.
But
Virginia, my
hey,
bad.
I know what you meant.
Virginia. Whenever you're in Virginia, come hang out with us.
Yeah, that works. Yeah, that works. Yeah. And then thanks to Anita, Anita Loring Garces, she has a story that I will tell the next time.
Okay,
Because
cool.
we're running out of time, but we got you on the next podcast.
Hell yeah.
All right, cool.
Only thing I have, Austin, thank you so much for coming on the show, man.
been a
Thanks for
pleasure.
letting us
Thank
pick
you.
your brain and
Yeah.
kind of talk about the emerging trends and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's been interesting.
It has been.
It's
Thank
fun.
Yeah, definitely.
And I never knew, and this is serious. Jesus is a bartender.
Yeah.
Yeah. Changing water into wine, baby.
Yeah, that was good.
Since
One.
09.
We're not talking highway. We're talking you. Since one.
Guys, once again, thank you for checking back in to Passing the Bar podcast. Make sure that you subscribe, rate, and review us. It helps us continue to stay at the top, I guess. Or guys, guys, thanks again for checking in the Passing the Bar podcast. Once again, we appreciate you always checking in. Make sure that you rate and review. Tell all your friends about us. You know, the fire continues to burn with you. And always reach out to us if you need to tell a story. We're always anonymous with the things that we do. You can find us on our website, passingthebarpodcast.com, or any of the social platforms that we have, Instagram, Facebook. And make sure that you check in next week and continue to stay updated with us. We've got some really cool stuff on the lines, and I can't wait to share it with you. Or technically, I guess, pass the butter. Guys, once again, thanks. Passing Bar Podcast. We're a group of bartenders talking about the ups and downs of the industry and all the social issues that we deal with. Thanks.